Hey, what's up? Yeah, you are first. You made it here before anybody else. You made it here before I even made it here. That's how quick you made it here. But hey, I'm here. What's up? I made it. I'm back. Maybe just maybe I put some music on or something. It's crappy music, but it's better than nothing at all. Actually, you know what? Before I put on the crappy music, let me show you what I was talking about. Because you want to see that exit? It's worth it. They're definitely worth it. Obviously, some shit I would love to try one day in the future. And then I'm gonna start putting this together tonight at least, and then hopefully I can have it ready in the next couple days, if not tomorrow. Actually, you know what? I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm just gonna be sitting around here, maybe go out with Luna or something, but that's about it. All right, you want to see it? You ready? All right, hang on. Oh, you did get a notification. Good. Yeah, this is actually my third stream today. So if I were to do another one after this, or if my stream died for some reason, that's it. There goes all the notifications. They only send 3 out per 24 hours for your channel. I'm sure there's a bunch of people who put this exit up. All right, so here's one person who put it up. This channel's called Decanted. Let me do this and put this up, and then we'll give you guys the desktop view with my face right there. How about that? All right, yeah. So this is the Mr. Bill exit that I was talking about on the last stream, where you basically hang on to your buddy. They open up their parachute up in the sky, and you hold on to them, and then you open up your parachute later. So I'll show you this exit here. Let me just get the chat up as well, so I can actually see what you guys are saying. Because right now, I closed that screen and I can't see it, so I'm gonna move it over here so we can still chat. Oh, crap, I'm mining. Why am I streaming while I'm mining? Has the stream been running fine? Or has it been glitchy since I started? Because that's surprising if it was running fine. Because I was like fucking full on mining over here. And I don't even have my card on full blast. What's going on? Okay, much better. Now, chat, where you guys at? There you are. Gotta get that coin. I know, man. I forgot to turn it off before I started the stream. I was in such a rush to get back to you guys in stream. Okay, anyway, let's go. Here's the exit. Yeah, see, so he opened up his parachute right away. Oh, they got an exit cam. Nice. That somebody else was filming them. Yeah, so this is how they're leaving the plane. So basically, he's just grabbing on them so you can go together. but then the other guy's gonna open up right away. So you basically just got to make sure you're grabbing on really fucking tight and not on those emergency handles. And see, he just like pitched it right away. All right, see ya, Ashley. Have a good rest of your night. Whew. Oh yeah, they were spinning. That's why he was going, oh no, don't do that. That's dope. They did good with that one.
Yeah, buddy. Mr. Bill. No.
Yeah, that was a good one. There's so many of them that people post, but all right, cool. Yeah, come back on whenever. Hey, Born Supreme, what's up? How you doing? Nice to see you in chat again. These guys look like they're about to kiss on their exit. Looks like they were making out on the thumbnail. Or maybe it's a guy and a girl. I don't know. I can't judge. Or maybe that's what they're into. Who knows? Oh, wait. I don't know if I'm going to get hit for copyright with this song, so let me just turn this down and put on my own song. Or not. Yeah, let's make believe that's it. Oh, that's what... That's why it looked like they were kissing, because their helmets were like right there up against each other. They had to rewind it. Did they not show the rest? That was a fail. Come on, at least show the rest. I guess maybe they didn't have the camera angle, or maybe it's in another video. But let's see. There's some other really good ones too, so let's see some other ones here. I'll show you some when they go bad if you really want to see what happens when they go wrong. A downplane? Yeah, that's not good either. So let's see. This is probably one where it went wrong. It's a girl, was it? On the video? Again with the song, my bad. Oh, it looks fine there, but maybe it was after. I still got the music going. Oh, that's why. That's really dope. I've never actually seen that done before till just now. So basically a downplane is when you have like two of your parachutes like one in front of the other, but then they're starting to come this way. So like you're in the center of it. You're basically just being pulled down towards the ground like super fast. So yeah, that could really fuck your day up. So they did it on purpose, it looks like. Like it looks like they tied their feet together, basically like held onto each other, but they both threw their parachutes out so it would purposefully go into a down plane where they're both like facing the ground, going straight down towards it with their parachutes open, and then they let go, obviously, to level back out. So that was pretty dope. I mean, I've just never seen anyone do it like that. So you see here, like he doesn't have his open yet, and let me switch over here. This guy. But I guess there he opens it, and now they're still attached to each other, though, so both the parachutes are going to want to fly down towards the ground. And then I guess that other skydiver was the one videotaping from up above, so you could see what it looked like on the other angle. Yeah, this one here. So you see they got their feet tied together, and they're going straight down fast until they let go. Yeah, I guess that's another way to do it. I've just never seen it done like that before. That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of exits. There's actually a guy in Florida that I was watching that he was teaching how to do how to pack your own parachute, and I may go jump where he works sometimes when I go back down to Florida because it's a cool spot. Let me think. What's his name? But he did a Mr. Bill exit recently too because he's trying to do like he just did his 200th skydive, so he's able to like wear a camera and do a bunch of other crazy shit that he's been wanting to do now, like wear a wingsuit and start practicing for that. So he has like a list of different jumps that he wanted to do, like all the crazy fun ones. And I'll show you the Mr. Bill one that he did, which was pretty dope. I'll show you his video here. You should check out his channel if you're into any of this shit, because he does a really good job as far as a skydiving channel goes. But yeah, so here they'll show you how it's done.
I'm gonna be here. Right. I'm gonna grab probably here. Okay.
So like one of the fucked up things about doing this is like if you by any chance lose your grip and then you try to grab back on and you accidentally grab this handle down here or this red handle here, it's going to be not that great. So that's why it's like a sketchy thing to do. You could grab onto the harness here in the chest strap, but it's kind of a sketch thing because you're like by the rings where your reserve handle rings are and all that. Like your reserve handles there and your emergency handles there that cuts away your parachute. So like if this one got pulled by accident and then this guy were to pull his parachute's not going to be attached to him, right? It's just going to fly away. And then the reserve would open. Or if this one got pulled by accident first, then the reserve would open and hopefully the other one doesn't also come out. Because remember, if they come out in front of each other, they'll go down like that. It's kind of cool, like, been learning about all this stuff because it's all the safety stuff you have to learn. And anyway, he's doing the exit, so here you go.
You can probably grab my chest strap with that hand. Yep.
Yeah, jumping from a helicopter is something you can do after a certain amount of jumps too. So when I get my A license, I'll be shooting to do stuff like that, hopefully. And a balloon too. I want to go up in a balloon one day. I've never actually been up in one. That's got to be so exciting to actually do it and like not fail.
Shit, bro, we did it. Holy shit. How's the view? Alright.
They're so high up, it's pretty badass up there. Like opening high like that, above all the clouds.
Alright, we're not climbing down. We're good. Yeah. Ready? Ready? Let go. 3, 2, 1.
I think it shows it from the other angle too. Anyway, yeah, definitely check out his channel if you're into this stuff. He's got a lot of really cool videos of it. Like different skydiving stuff that he does.
Stay there. Stay there.
He just started his channel too. Like I saw him a while back when he did the other video for packing parachutes, because I'm learning how to do that now. So I was trying to find videos to like just keep the pace of watching it over and over till I get it down. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this so you guys can I'm gonna put it on the other part of the video where you actually see it from the other angle here. I think it's over. Is it there? Oh no, he did show it. Okay, cool. Anyway, that's another one that did it. But I'll show you, like, where's the other one? Like donut exits, the one that I think they did. That I was telling you about. But I don't know if I could find one with like a 2-person one, because usually it's like a group of people rolling out as a donut, which is also funny to watch because everybody's sticking their ass in each other's face, but it looks awesome going out the door. Yeah, I guess I'll show you his too, because the other channels that are doing it here are showing it in like really shitty videos, but he did a really good job filming it. So here's how they do it. You feel anxiety just watching that? Yeah, it's so much fun though.
Like a tiny bit.
And then make sure you...
It gives a good shake as well.
Yes.
Like seriously.
Don't shake them until your hands are secure. Like make sure your hands are solid, then a good shimmy.
I think we should.
They're talking about the shake because usually when you're shaking, it's like letting them know you're ready to go. So.
All right, this man's laying down. Put our hands nice and tight, nice and tight. In there, get closer, get closer, get closer, get closer.
You see his
Forward, Ari.
putting his hands in front of his face so that he doesn't have ass in his face.
All right, here we are. Shake. Yep. All right, beautiful.
And basically the last guy out gets pulled out by the rest of them. In a sense.
Get a good hand and then shake.
Yeah.
All right.
Getting on this one now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so here they go.
Time was well spent.
It'll make sense once they go out the door. Yeah, there you go. They're a donut. It's a human donut in the sky. Yeah, eventually they all got flung off each other. Yeah, any little movement you do basically like will throw you in another direction. So, like if you put an arm out, you're getting flung in another direction, like depending on how you are.
We did it. We did it. Yeah, look. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's trying to go through and basically hit like a checklist of all these crazy dives that or exits that people do for skydiving. So I've been keeping an eye on his channel, following him for a bit now, trying to see if he's gonna do them all successfully without too many hiccups. The last ones I did was like my F category, so this is it. I'll play this guy's video here because this seems to be, I don't know what it is, but it is a category F jump, so we'll see if he's doing what I had to do. And remember how I said like everyone's packed really tightly on the airplane? Basically, this is how it is. Like you get these little bench seats on each side, and then everyone just kind of like packs in one in front of another. Oops, wrong button. But yeah, everybody sits in front of one another, straps in this little tiny seatbelt to your leg, and then that's it. So everyone's like right up against each other. So as far as getting sick, if you're gonna get sick, it doesn't matter if you wear a mask or not, you're gonna get sick. But, you know, everybody seems to have been fine. There was somebody last year who came in with COVID and ended up calling. It was like a tandem person who came in, even though they kind of knew they were getting sick. So they had to close for like 2 weeks. And it was partly at the end when I stopped going because they had to close, and I was like, fuck this. I'll just go again next year. That's why this year I've just been going so much trying to finish it. So basically on this jump, you go out with like a coach. You don't have to go out with instructors anymore. So a coach can watch you and say whether or not you did what you're supposed to do. And you're supposed to do like front flips, back flips, barrel rolls, and all that on between E and F category. So oh, and then also tracking, which is what he's trying to learn here, where you put your arms back so you can get away from people faster. So I got like a couple of videos of me doing this and the rolls, but I don't have them yet. Like somebody else is holding them at the moment. So yeah, tracking I already did in pass. I got my, you're supposed to do 3 different times, like track 3 different times, and I was able to do that. But I've also, since I've been jumping, let me stop this, on my own without an instructor or coach on some of them, I luckily was able to do it where like I could practice it without any kind of, like mental hesitation of like, oh, am I doing this right? Like I'm being watched, am I gonna get it wrong? You know, it's just so much easier. Like when I can go up on myself, then I could just focus on like what I'm doing and my movements and like pay attention more instead of trying to pay attention like where's this other person, like am I gonna bump into them, all that, and are they judging me of whether or not I'm doing it right. But it's cool too because like they'll give you tips and they'll tell you like, oh, this is what you're not doing right, that you need to do better. So that's the best part about having like video or somebody else watching you do what you do. But having a couple times to do it on your own until you get used to it definitely helped me. Yeah, nervousness and excitefulness. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like with a lot of people who do actually enjoy doing it, you do get nervous in the beginning, but eventually it becomes a thing where like it's an everyday thing, so you don't really get too like annoyed by it. Like for example, one of the things I had to learn how to do that really freaked me out in the beginning was how to spot the like you look out of the plane to make sure that you're going to jump out in the right place and that you're not going to jump out on top of another plane that may be coming through the spot, or like jump on top of another skydiver who just jumped out. Like basically you stick your head out of the plane completely. Like you have to basically stick your head like underneath the plane. So that little door that you see here, this little doorway here, you basically stick your head under that as the plane's flying. So it's scary at first because you kind of feel like you might get sucked out, but the reality is that like when you open a window in your car, like you're not really getting sucked out the window, right? Like air's blowing in to your face and to the back of the car, but it's not actually like sucking anything really out. Like wind may go back out, but it's not like gonna just pull you, I guess is what I'm saying. But that's the fear. Like when you're up there and you see a door open and you're that high, like even having a parachute on it, it doesn't matter. Like you're still not naturally gonna be okay with it. I don't think anybody really is. But there's still that excitement that I had that was like, let's go. Like I don't care if it's scary or I don't care if it looks sketch. Like I want to do it. And I was super excited and loved it from like the second I went out the door. But sticking my head out the door, that took me a few times. There's like a couple videos I posted where like they were pointing for me to spot and I like stuck my head out a little bit and I was like, yeah, okay. But I didn't realize that I was supposed to like really go basically outside until my instructor was like, no, dude, when I was pointing, you're supposed to fucking stick your head under the plane, not just look out, because you got to see like what the fuck's around you, right? I mean, you're about to fall on something really fast, so you better know what you're falling on. And like the other day when I went by myself and I guess it was a little bit windy, but the owner of the place wasn't there, and he's the one who normally radios me in so that I know where to go from the sky, and like he'll talk to me on the radio and say, go this way, go that way. But he wasn't there for whatever reason. I don't know if it was just one day where he doesn't come in, and I was like, I want to go anyway. They're like, you think you could go without radio? I was like, yeah, I'll go without radio. I'm down. So they were like, all right, just be careful, watch for this, watch for that. You know, they told me what to do. So I went, and that shit was awesome. But the second time I went up, there was like this huge cloud, and it was kind of windy that day, and the cloud was like coming right at me. It was these leftover hurricane clouds that just came by like a few days ago or a week ago. And like basically I wanted to open my parachute up higher because there's a couple last few things I have to do to get my A license. Like I have to do turns with my front risers where normally you like do turns with your brake handles. Like you pull the left one, you go left, you pull the right one, you go right. But you can do it by pulling the risers, which does it completely different. You do like faster turns, and you know, there's like new techniques you learn in case there's something wrong with the parachute. So I wanted to open up higher. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll open up at like 5,500 feet or 4,000 feet around there. And everybody else that's jumping with you, they need to know like what altitude you're opening at, because that kind of dictates when you'll jump out of the plane, like what order you jump out in. So since I was opening up higher, they all went out first. I basically went out last. And there was this huge hole in the cloud that we're supposed to jump through, because you're not supposed to jump like through an actual cloud. So I was like, all right, whatever. Started tracking towards the hole. But when I opened up the parachute, the clouds were like coming right at me. And I almost got sucked up into one. Like everything started to go white. It was almost like I turned on the fog machine and everything got really cold and misty, like somebody sprayed a water bottle at me. And I was like, nope, I am not getting lost in this cloud. So I basically like went up and around and went underneath the hole. so that I could avoid being stuck in it. But it was kind of cool because it was my first time really like having an experience where I was like momentarily in a cloud, because I've done it where I passed through one really fast when I was skydiving, but never under a parachute. So the thing is, like, when you're skydiving, if you go through a little cloud, it happens fast. I mean, you're just falling right through it, so it's like it's gone because you're not supposed to jump through any big clouds anyway. So then like going through it in a parachute was kind of interesting because like if I didn't do anything and I just sat there, it would have definitely engulfed me and I would have just been blind and I wouldn't be able to see anything. So that kind of sucks, but it's kind of cool. Like, obviously that's why they tell you like you got to look where you're going, because if you happen to jump out and you don't have enough room to go like to a hole in a cloud and you get stuck in one, like you don't know like where you are, if you're going towards the right direction, or if there's somebody below you that has maybe somebody right below the cloud has a parachute open and you can't see that you're falling right towards them. So there's like a lot of safety concerns with stuff like that. Also airplanes coming by, shit like that. But anyway, it's kind of cool doing that for the first time, like actually experiencing it. I would definitely love to actually be able to go through one, but that's not even legal on a drone. You're not supposed to. But on a drone, if you do it, your camera's just gonna get foggy and wet anyway, and then you won't be able to see anything. I guess like if you had a helmet on, you could just wipe it, right? Anyway, as far as breathing though, breathing, like, I don't know. I don't have a problem breathing when I'm falling because it's just like you're sticking your head out of a car window, basically, going like 80 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour, something like that. Like, you could still breathe, but water, or not water, air is like shooting in through your nose and your mouth. So like when I get on the ground, my throat gets all scratchy, like I have to go drink water real quick because it just dries out your throat. They tell you you're supposed to just breathe through your nose and not your mouth. So like I've been trying really hard to just keep my mouth shut. Plus you also don't want to like fall on top of a swarm of flies that might be migrating. Maybe you might eat them all. I mean, it could be like free protein on the way down. Maybe it'll give you enough energy to do front riser turns. I don't know. But yeah, feeling a cloud is interesting because it's like you never really think about it, right? But when you go outside during a day where it's like super foggy, and like let's say if you have your cell phone, and you have a flashlight on, you can see all the particles right in the air. Like it is a cloud. Like you're walking in a cloud when you're outside and it's super foggy. So that is the same thing, but you don't really think of it when it's up in the sky as being that way. So it's kind of a weird thought, but it is the same exact thing, except it's colder. Like when it's on the ground, it's usually a little warmer, the mist, but everything is like 20 to 40 degrees colder up there. Let me see. I'm sure there's some people on here who have some pretty interesting jumps through clouds. I know there was one guy who like sky surfed a fucking thunderstorm like a badass, but let's see these guys who probably got bitched at for going through clouds. Yeah, this seems like an old video. Definitely probably doesn't happen as often because now there's a lot more regulation on a lot of this stuff. Put mine back on. Yeah, it's kind of like hotboxing a car. Yeah, just like that. See how there's like a hole in the cloud there? I mean, basically that's like a lot of clouds. You're really not supposed to jump through that kind of cloud. But yeah, I guess you could go through the hole and still be legal. Let me see how high he is here. Oh, yeah, he's still high. So this is 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's still about 11,000 feet up in the air. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, usually 5,000's around where most of the clouds hang out. Oh yeah, he did go right through a hole. Yep, he's about 5,000 there, 4,000, 3,000, almost. Yeah, that's probably where he opened up at about 3,000. Or like 4 something. Some clouds too. Trying to see where they are. Oh, it's not even American. Yeah. Okay. So it's an American rule that you can't jump through clouds. So I guess these guys are probably doing it no matter what. See, look, you can't see anything. Everything just goes white. And it's just like you're falling through cold mist, basically. But I mean, it's sketch, because if there's anything around, you can't see what the hell's going on. Yeah, see, his camera got all foggy. Oh, those mountains look dope out in the background. Yeah, in a cloud like that, you're blinded. There's got to be some more here, right? Yeah, here. There's a GoPro one they did that, wingsuit flyer going through some clouds. G. James, you're high? Are you as high as these guys on their wingsuit flight? Oh, as Silver Surfer, and oh, there's a guy who did it, but not as Silver Surfer. I'll show you. He's the guy who did the storm flight. That looks so beautiful, though. I do hope I get to experience that in a wingsuit one day, but that will take me years to even get to that point. Does look beautiful, though. Damn. What a sight, huh? At this point, it looks like he's just looking at where's all the spots I can get around these clouds so I'm not stuck in them. Yeah, I think it was one of the either Red Bull or GoPro team people who did the surfing through the storm. Let me pull it up here. Oh yeah, it was Red Bull. Look at this asshole. Not really asshole. He's fucking badass, but I'll just skip to it. But if you want to watch it, Red Bull has it on their channel. So he is basically using like a snowboard, you know, of sorts. Pretty much a snowboard. This is him just like testing out, I think, going through it, but he gets a really badass shot through the storm. Here, let's go to the actual storm shot. Look at this nut job. How sick is that, though? Oh, that is so scary looking. I would not want to be in the sky with that. It's like they made it back just before the storm. That's talent. And some balls. Yeah, that's insane that they do that kind of stuff, some of these guys, man. Yeah, this is another one that they did, but not on the storm, I don't think. Yeah, just using the board in the sky, basically. Ooh, that's a fast spin. These are some sky ballerinas, really. What the hell? That's like fucking faster than my prop spin on my quad. How's he not dizzy? See, everyone's like packed in right next to each other, so I don't think anybody's even thinking about the whole trying to get sick thing on a plane or being around people. When you're doing that kind of thing, it's like you're jumping out of a plane. Are you really worried about COVID? God, these people spin so fast. How the heck? I'll stick to spinning in slow motion, thanks. The landing with that must be pretty fun. Landing on a snowboard. I guess you could go land on a mountain with some snow and then just snowboard the rest of the way down. There's people who do it on skis that I've seen. So I guess it's category E that does the barrel rolls and the flips and stuff. Sometimes people don't go back to arching when they do their flips, so they get stuck being in like a upside down and backwards position, and it like freaks people out. But usually this is kind of what happens when people freak out like that and don't do what they're told to do because they forget or they're just freaking out. I don't know if there's music on this one too. No. But I mean, hey, whatever. If you survive it, then that's the best part, right? So I did do that. Well, I didn't get stuck backwards like that for a second, but what was it, that? Yeah, back flips and front flips, and I don't know if he does his barrel roll or not. Oh, he's gonna get stuck in a cloud? He's going through a cloud. Oh, oops. God damn it. Pull, damn it. Oh, there he goes. He pulled, finally. That was pretty low. Jesus. That was sketch as fuck. Glad he was okay on that. Yeah, so, like, I guess what that guy did was basically, like, bent forward instead of backwards. So he kept falling in that direction, because if you bent forward, you basically flip back over. But also in that category, in category E, which is what he was doing, they teach you that if you do flip over on your back like that, the first thing you do is like arch forward, and then also you can put one arm out and it'll catch the wind and then flip you back over, kind of like, because if you have both arms out, then it's going to be hitting both of your arms. But if you put one, it'll hit just that one arm and then flip you flip you in the other direction. And he just kind of seemed to have flipped out at that moment, because I guess he couldn't grab his pilot chute. Had a little bit of a problem. Yeah, oh yeah, that sigh at the end. Oh man, there's another video that I just saw recently, that was on it. They have this channel that I just showed you, that team one. They have like all these Friday freakouts or something like that. I was talking about this the other day. But this guy apparently had the same problem, and the instructor actually had to save him because he wasn't saving himself. But here's the thing: when you go skydiving, like, as a student, they give you 2 parachutes, right? You have the backup one. So if you're below a certain altitude, moving at a certain speed, it'll actually shoot the other one out. But you're not supposed to rely on that, because what if it doesn't work? Like, what if the electronic malfunctions at that moment and it just doesn't happen to go off? It could happen, right? So you're taught to, like, always save yourself no matter what. Don't wait for the automatic activation device thing to save you. Like, you need to try to save yourself. So anyway, this student apparently had the same issue, where he was falling out of control like that and didn't really do the right maneuvers to get back in control. And the instructor had to save him. But when the instructor went to go save him, he was down so low, or maybe moving in such a speed that caused his other parachute to come out at the same time that his main parachute came out. So he had 2 out at the same time and had to cut one away, which is also sketchy. So now this instructor gets to save this guy, but also has to save himself because he's having a problem. So anyway, here's that video. So I'll just fast forward it here. So they seem to be fine here. And then they decided to let him go, because he was probably on the category where you start letting people go on their own. But then I think he just lost control and wasn't able to regain it. And then he couldn't grab onto his pilot chute either. And it looks like, interesting, wherever these people are, it seems like they have one on each side. My rig only has one on one side. So, like, if you were to lose the instructor on that side that has the rig, like, you're fucked, you have to save yourself. But it looks like wherever this guy's going to school, they have one on each side. So that's good, because it gives the instructor 2 places to help out instead of, like, trying to reach for one. You'll see why that's important in a minute. But the sigh at the end from this instructor is hilarious. See, he immediately, like, stopped being in the arch position, so he started flipping all over uncontrollably. And the instructor's just trying to catch up to him now to help him out. So now the instructor opens and then realizes both of his are out. And he's all tangled up. Yeah, so he cut one of them away. And look how close to the ground he is. And you're not supposed to cut away that low, really. Insane, right? But they show all this stuff, too, as a really good learning tool, so you know what not to do. Yeah, but this instructor is a fucking badass for flying down to him and saving him like that. Yeah, it seems like right there, he could have pulled it. I don't know why he didn't. Maybe because he saw the instructor was above him and he didn't want to throw it at him. Because it could have gotten tangled up in the instructor. So maybe that was good that he didn't pull it right there. Yeah, that's insane though. But here, I'll show you at the end here his nice little sigh. He just seems so glad to be on the ground again. Yeah. That sucks though. That's crazy going through something like that. Yeah, I mean there's definitely lots of weird shit that can happen. Um I think was this the other one? No. There's another really funny one I saw that it was like some weird thing happened where like I think they were gonna do like a weird exit and somebody pulled someone's cord by accident for their emergency handle, I believe it was. And on the way down, they're just looking at it like, oh shit, like in slow motion, like they just realized that they had pulled it by accident. And you just see their face like, oh fuck. Yeah, there's a lot of really sketch ones on that channel. Like usually people will send them in when they have some kind of sketchy moment caught on their GoPro so they can share with other people what to do or what not to do in all these sketch situations, right? That's some hardcore stuff, yeah. That's why like it takes so long to learn all the stuff that I'm learning because there are definitely people who go through it in like a week or two and they can pass the course if you're jumping like multiple times a day every day. But where I go, unfortunately, the way they run things there, it takes a little bit longer because you have to wait on like all the tandems to jump, and then maybe you have room or maybe you have an instructor that can go with you in the beginning. But once you get to a point where like you don't have to go with your instructors anymore, it's great because it's a lot easier to get on a plane. It starts going quicker from there. The last couple days I went, I had to come back home because the wind was just too strong for me to be landing as a student. Like, I think I could have handled it, but I did see some of the people who jump there regularly that have thousands of jumps decided they were no longer going to jump for the day. And I think I'm going to take their word for it that if they don't want to jump, I'm not probably going to be safe to jump either. So I decided to just come home instead. Like, as far as the sky goes, like usually that stuff's pretty easy when you're going by yourself mainly. Um like in the sense that there's not as much to worry about as long as you stay away from other skydivers or planes or clouds. Like I said, I think like you're more than likely not going to get hurt jumping out of the plane. It's like the landing part that's kind of sucks and opening your parachute, so making sure that you're not having any problems. And I don't know if it's been used since. I don't think my parachute has been used since I was last there, but the guy who packed my parachute last is just started learning how to pack parachutes as well. So I told him I will be sure to let him know if he did a good job or not on my next jump, as long as somebody else doesn't use that gear before I do when I get back there. I don't think anybody else uses it. I think I'm the only one who uses that rig that I rent over there anyway. That red one. My brother said that it makes me look like a scuffed Spider-Man, like a ghetto Spider-Man or something like that. He said it looks like I got a purple do-rag on my head and a Spider-Man, like a what's it called? What did he say? Some sort of inner city Spider-Man? I don't know. That was what he thought of my colors. Anyway, I'm probably gonna get going out of here in a few because I'm gonna start putting some of this together here. I'm just gonna screw up a couple of these motors onto these arms here and start getting the flight controller set up so that maybe in the next couple days I could start doing some test flights with it and seeing if it actually works. Let's see here. Yeah. Spider Vato, yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I think this will work out with these props. And if not, I have longer ones. I don't remember which way I put this on. I guess it doesn't really matter. I do know it goes here though, and then this goes there. I forget if there was something in the middle that holds that up. Maybe it's like spacers that I had on it. I'll have to look at how I built it before. I forgot what goes there. Oh, I know what it is. There's like these little plastic things I gotta put on there. They're in my box downstairs. Yeah, a couple of these got cracked, like right there. It got cracked, but it didn't break because there's actually a bar that goes in through here in the center of this. So it held it together, so I was able to glue it, and it held up pretty good. Like it doesn't really bend. I don't think it's really going to give me enough vibration to be a problem, but there's only one way to find out, right? So I'm gonna start putting this thing together, and then I'm probably gonna give up and go to bed, and then get back on it tomorrow. Because like I said, I'm probably not gonna really be doing much but chilling out here at home anyway. I don't really have anything to do. I like I said, I was gonna go jump, but they're actually closed, so I can't really go do that. I wanted to go. I was really, really, really hoping I could have my um, license by my birthday. That was kind of my goal, but because of the weather with the stupid hurricane that came by, I kind of fucked those plans up. So I'm just gonna chill. Hopefully, you guys can chill too. Well, I don't. Actually, the LED on the arms thing, it's gonna be automatically done anyway because. Check this out. These are gonna be the ESCs that I'm using, and you see, well, I guess you don't see shit right now. It's got LED. It's got an LED, so I can make it change colors. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make it change colors. What I can make it green, red, or blue. So yeah, I can make each one of these a different color. Or I could make like usually what I do is I make the two front ones red because the red, when it's coming at you, that's the dangerous part. And then I usually make the two back ones either green or blue so I could tell. But since they're on the ESCs, those just light up one color like when they're in different modes, right? And then I can also have the option to put on other LEDs that can change colors while it's flying. Like if I'm going full throttle, they could be all red, or like if I'm going slow, they could be, blue or green or white. What else can I do? I could put lasers on it. Make it all red. I could make all the LEDs red. That'd look cool too, but I need to put the I want to put the green laser on the drone, but I need to find a way to make it so that there's some sort of like thing turning the bottom of the laser. Let me show you. I need to print like some sort of gear that turns. This little head turns. And then when you point it, right? That stuff. And then you turn the head, look at what happens. Wouldn't that be cool on a drone so that I could just point it down from the sky and you could just see a bunch of cool patterns everywhere? Luna's like pushing my hand. She doesn't. Luna, what do you want? What? You smell like your face smells like a skunk. What's up? What's up? What? What's the problem? What's wrong? Huh? What's wrong? What's wrong? What you need? What you need, girl? You trying to go out back? You want to go out back? Is that what it is? Hmm? Yeah. Alright, I'll get up and let you out back. Add a servo. Yeah, I gotta put something on there that I can do that with. I have servos and stuff. I have motors too, all sorts of stuff I could use to do that. I just gotta hook it up. That's one extra thing to eat up the battery too if I do that. But hey, if I use that big ass 4S I have, it's like 5,000 milliamp hour. That thing could definitely probably keep this thing flying for a little longer. I don't know about the 7-inch props, but maybe if I put the bigger ones on, it could carry that battery no problem. I know the DJI drone can, so like, but those are 900 kV motors and these are 1700, so it might not be able to, but we'll see. Could program to use a radio dial. Yeah, my radio has one, so that could work. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Like I said, maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. If I'm just sitting around hanging out and I get this thing up and running somewhat, or maybe while I'm building it, I'll stream and we will chill for a bit. But yeah, thank you guys for at least hanging out with me tonight for now. But yeah, I'm gonna go chill and figure out what the hell Luna wants. So good night, guys. Peace out. I'll talk to you guys later. Everybody else seems to be passed out now anyway. All right, bye.